This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. The bitter cold continues to have a grip on the area. So when will we get a break? We'll bring in meteorologist Nicole Skalicki. She will tell us when. Hi, Nicole.
Unfortunately, that break isn't going to come for a couple days. Most of this week is going to be pretty cold, but the coldest of it is really happening the first few days of the week. So we do have those alert days out because of that, lasting through Wednesday night for now across the entirety of our area. Southeastern Minnesota, though, tends to get a little bit chillier because those winds can be a little bit stronger, so that's something to keep in mind. Wind chills, especially tomorrow morning, could get as low as -40 in some of those colder spots, and daytime highs are really going to be sticking right near zero, possibly getting a degree or two above that over the next few days. But again, very cold out there for what seems to be the first half of the week. So here's those lows this morning. These were the real temperatures, but our wind chills were much colder than that. Everybody getting below zero this morning. Taking a look at our current temperature in La Crosse, -2, but it feels closer to -20 thanks to that 13-mile-an-hour wind out of the north out there. In Eau Claire, it's feeling even colder, just finally getting over -30 out there. Now it's feeling like -28, so we're slowly warming throughout the day, but it's really not much warming overall. Here's those wind chills across the area. Again, everybody feeling somewhat close or below -20 out there. We'll find some relief as we go towards the end of the week, but really overall it's going to be a very chilly week ahead of us. I'll have a full look at it coming up in my full forecast.
All right, thank you, Nicole. And La Crosse's Emergency Winter Weather Center is now closed. It was only open from 8 o'clock this morning till noon, so just closing moments ago. Right now, no word if the Main Street Library will welcome anyone needing shelter tomorrow, but we'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. And you can track weather 24/7 by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find that in the App Store or on Google Play. A close call for an Amish family in Genoa this morning after their chimney fire spread into the attic. Crews rushed to the Bacon Lane home with multiple departments responding to get the flames under control. While damage was limited, fire officials say it's a timely reminder as these temperatures drop.
You know, if people aren't burning the correct wood or not cleaning or inspecting their chimneys, could have issues with that creosote that's been built up catching fire. That can extend right out into your rafters, things like that, and cause a whole structure fire.
Fire officials reminding everyone to check their chimneys and your carbon monoxide detectors during this cold spell. And firefighters also battling an early morning blaze in Hillsboro. This was on the 600 block of Shear Avenue. The back of the home was engulfed in flames. You see the smoke here. Nobody was injured, and the cause of this fire also remains under investigation. It is primary day tomorrow. There are 3 local races on the ballot for the city: mayor, District 7 City Council, and the school board. According to the city clerk's office, 2,750 absentee ballots were issued. As of today, 1,890 of those have been returned. Absentee ballots need to be turned in by 8 p.m. tomorrow. And if you're voting in person, poll hours are 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. Governor Tony Evers is set to deliver his 2025 to 2027 biennial budget tomorrow at 7 p.m. The budget set to include $80 million for Wisconsin farmers, $500 million to lower the cost of childcare, and $145 million to address PFAS. We'll stream his address live at news8000.com. New concerns today for the health of Pope Francis. Tests have revealed the 88-year-old is sick with a polymicrobial infection of the respiratory tract. Doctors say his treatment will last a little longer. The Pope has been in the hospital already for 4 days.
I wish for him to get better very quickly. You know, he is our father and our shepherd, and so we want his continued health.
Pope Francis, who had part of his lung removed as a teenager, suffered a bout of bronchitis in 2023. And deadly storms hitting the south over the weekend. That part of the country seeing snow, winds, and flash flooding. In Kentucky, at least 11 people were killed. The state now under a disaster declaration and bracing for more rain.
We are still in the search and rescue mode. We're working as hard as we can to save as many lives as we can.
Flooding was also a problem from West Virginia to Tennessee and in Alabama. The National Weather Service confirming a 1 tornado, that is. Turning now to some other news, the Trump administration's spending cuts could hit the IRS next. According to the Associated Press, the IRS will lay off as many as 15,000 employees in the middle of tax season. The axed workers are all on probationary status. The cuts could come as early as next week, just 1 month after the IRS began accepting tax returns. And speaking of the Trump administration, it is pushing forward to try and broker a peace deal in Ukraine and save a ceasefire deal in Gaza. CBS's Natalie Brandt has those details from the White House.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio arrived in Saudi Arabia Monday ahead of scheduled talks tomorrow between Trump administration officials and a Russian delegation about ending the war in Ukraine. President Trump commented from Florida.
We're moving along. We're trying to get a peace with Russia, Ukraine, and we're working very hard on it. It's a war that should have never started.
The president has said he could meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin soon, following their phone call last week. But Secretary Rubio says there's still a lot of work to be done.
The next few weeks and days will determine whether it's serious or not. Ultimately, one phone call does not make peace. One phone call does not solve a war as complex as this one.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukraine was not invited to the talks and any deal made without them will not be recognized. Secretary of State Rubio's trip to the Middle East comes as he's also in the region to discuss the future of Gaza and the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he and the Trump administration are working in complete coordination.
We have a common strategy, and we can't always share the details of this strategy with the public, including when the gates of hell will be opened, as they surely will if all our hostages are not released.
Rubio said the U.S. is not in favor of waiting weeks and weeks for all hostages to come home. He also said Hamas cannot continue as a military or government force. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Still to come for us at noon, Amazon workers in North Carolina rejecting a proposal to unionize. We'll tell you how this affects the company. Plus, YouTube TV and Paramount strike a deal deciding the fate of TV networks like Showtime, Nickelodeon, and CBS. We'll have those details.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
During the President's Day sale at Home Furniture, get a free Stanley tumbler when you spend $6.99 or more on furniture, mattresses, and area rugs, like this sofa for $9.99. Get a $100 MasterCard Rewards card when you spend $14.99. Plus, when you spend $24.99 on your purchase, like this Esmond dining set, get $200 in MasterCard Rewards. Plus, pay no interest if paid in full within 1 year. The President's Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
Around here, neighbors come together to make each other better. We're taking the same approach with healthcare. Gunderson Health System and Bellin Health have come together to form Amplify Health, giving you more of what's important in healthcare. More caring, more listening, more to feel good about on your way to feeling better. Overall, just a little more heart. Amplify Health by Gunderson. A little empathy changes everything.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
In your consumer news, Paramount has reached a deal to keep its content on a popular streaming service. While the newest Marvel superhero film, Captain America: Brave New World, soared to new heights in its opening weekend, CBS News' Carissa Lawson has the latest consumer news headlines for us.
YouTube TV and Paramount have struck a deal to keep all of Paramount's channels on the streaming platform. Just days ago, an agreement appeared to be in limbo after contract talks deteriorated due to carriage fees. In a statement, YouTube TV said it was happy the deal was reached to carry Paramount's offerings, which include Showtime, Nickelodeon, and CBS. Amazon workers at a warehouse near Raleigh, North Carolina, rejected a proposal to unionize over the weekend. More than 2/3 of the facility's 2,000+ workers voted against the proposal, which was launched by Carolina Amazonians United for Solidarity and Empowerment, or CAUSE. Representatives from CAUSE said they were already bracing for the loss ahead of the vote, which ended on Saturday. An Amazon spokesperson said it's glad the workers chose to maintain a direct relationship with the company. And it was a marvelous opening weekend for Captain America: Brave New World, debuting atop the box office with more than $88 million domestically, with that number expected to soar to $100 million by the end of the holiday weekend. Sequel Paddington in Peru clawed its way to the number 2 spot with an estimated $13 million. Slasher flick Hard Eyes took third with roughly $10 million.
And a reminder for you, the stock market is closed for President's Day today. Coming up, we'll take a look at what the most expensive health condition in the U.S. is after the break.
During the President's Day sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for the best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. Steer with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications, but because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court.
During the President's Day sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for the best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
It's officially cozy season.
You're the coolest.
Let's go!
You've set quite a vibe here.
That's how we roll.
I'm Drew Barrymore show. I'm down the Drew Barrymore show. This is the best interview I've ever done.
Yes!
Did I do that?
How fun is this? Oh. You won't want to miss it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
A national poll at the University of Michigan finds 1 in 6 parents support teens getting non-surgical cosmetic procedures with parental consent. Those procedures include treatments like laser hair removal, chemical skin peels, teeth whitening, and even dermal fillers. Doctors say it's important for parents and teens to be well informed about what the procedure will actually achieve and if it's worth the risk. More new research finding antidepressants like Prozac can also protect against serious infections and even sepsis. Scientists at the Salk Institute say the drugs can regulate the immune system and defend against infectious disease. They believe the finding could lead to new drug treatments and boost global preparedness for future pandemics. And a review of more than 40 billion insurance claims at the University of Washington shows type 2 diabetes is the most expensive health condition in the U.S. at $144 billion. That was followed by musculoskeletal disorders, heart disease, and urinary diseases. Emergency department care had the fastest growth. As we head to break, we'll take a live look at CityCam 8. Nicole's in next with a look at our forecast.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
At Schwabel, Getz & Sieben, the most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients.
I am here to say thank you to them to have a law firm to represent me with dignity and honesty.
A huge weight was taken off of our shoulders.
Above and beyond what's expected from your attorney.
They took the worry out of the situation.
I'm so grateful for them. I would highly recommend them to everybody.
Call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben or go to schwabel.com for a free consultation.
No cash, no problem. Head to Wesco on Sparta and get up to 48 months to pay interest-free on all the hot new furniture you want. Looking to level up your space? We've got you covered with recliners, sofas, bedroom sets, and dining furniture. All available with zero interest for up to 48 months. Don't wait. Upgrade your home today and swing by Wesco on Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This street's like any other in Wisconsin, but the new neighbor is a pedophile who repeatedly raped a little girl, released after just 2 years in prison. Thanks to Judge Susan Crawford's sweetheart sentence, a fraction of the 60 years he faced. Now, the pedophile lives blocks from a school. And with Susan Crawford on the bench, your street could be next.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, we have 3 alert days in a row coming up to start your week off. That's last seen now all the way through Wednesday night because we have some dangerous cold out there. If you took even 1 second to spend outside today, you would have felt it. It's very cold out there. We felt it this morning. It's only going to continue to get colder as we move into tomorrow morning. So we're expecting wind chills in the coldest areas to be nearing -40 out there. That's mainly risking more areas in southeastern Minnesota and into areas north of I-94. Those daytime highs will be staying in the single digits as well. Those coldest areas will be staying near 0 for the next few days. So very cold out there. Definitely going to want to be spending extra time indoors or bundling up with as many layers as you want to put on because look at this. Today we're not feeling any warmer than potentially -19 out there for our wind chill. Most of the area is staying in those mid-20s like we saw on those current conditions just a while ago. And then as we go into tomorrow morning, this will likely be the coldest air that we'll be feeling throughout this whole period. Most of the area getting colder than -30. La Crosse holding on to a -26 for your coldest wind chill. But again, colder air off into southeastern Minnesota and for areas north of mainly Eau Claire. So definitely something to be prepared for. -35 will definitely be possible for those colder spots in more isolated areas. And then the good news is our winds aren't really going to be as strong during the daytime on Tuesday and on Wednesday. So our daytime conditions will be a tad bit warmer, but it's still going to be very cold out there. Many of us staying in the -single single digits as we go into tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to be very similar as we go into Wednesday during the day. Wednesday morning, still holding on to cold wind chills. Not as cold as we're expecting tomorrow morning, somewhat more similar, comparable to where we're at this morning, where most of the area is around -30 or a tad bit warmer. So after that, we'll continue to warm slightly as we go throughout the rest of the week, but really the entirety of the week is going to be very cold, which makes it very important, especially as we go into tomorrow morning, that you're covering up any exposed skin if you have to spend time outdoors, because most of our time today is going to be spent within this range, this wind chill of -20 to -35. That puts frostbite possible within 30 minutes. The coldest areas that we'll be getting into tomorrow will be having wind chills around -35 as we saw, and that means frostbite can be possible in 10 minutes or less. So you're definitely wanting to cover any exposed skin. Again, if you have to be spending time outside, frostbite is a real risk in this kind of cold. Hopefully we won't be getting less than -55, but as you can see, it happens even quicker in that kind of cold. We do have some relief in sight. We have to get through this entirety of the week. We felt a little bit of a taste of this cold as we got towards the end of last week, but we're really feeling it now to start this week off, nearly 25 degrees below our average highs for both tomorrow and into Wednesday, but we have an upward trend as we get towards Thursday. It's going to take a while to get back above average, but we will be above average as we go into next week for those high temperatures in La Crosse. In Eau Claire, it's a similar story, looking like we'll still be above average, maybe not 10 degrees above average, but still above. And for this time of year, average highs are getting into the mid-30s, so I'll take any kind of above average temperatures that we can get. It'll feel a little bit like a fake spring out there, because I'm sure we'll have another cold stretch coming later in the month going into spring as well, like we usually do for this area. Here's those lows tonight. Very, very cold out there, nearing record lows, most of the area in those negative teens. Tomorrow's highs, again, just a tad bit warmer than today, but it's still that wind chill staying below zero throughout most of the day, so it's going to be feeling very cold out there. A reminder, Tuesday morning going to be your coldest period, seeing wind chills getting near -35 or a little bit colder. And then there's our slow climb, not really getting near average until we get towards the weekend, but possibility of seeing the 40s towards the end of the period, which will be feeling like a total heat wave in itself after this weather.
That
so
sounds amazing.
Yeah,
we're going to just slowly be just crawling our way out, right? Slipping on the
hard,
ice.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Thank you, Nicole. Coming out from birthday cake to jailbreak, meet the 104-year-old who wanted to get locked up. Hear her story when we come back.
When we sit down with the customer, we're going to present the options. I want to be completely upfront and honest. I want to present every option to the best of my ability, and I want that customer at the end of the day to make the decision for themselves for what's right for them.
At Toma Health, our cardiac rehab specialists take your treatment to heart.
Our team in cardiac rehab are all certified clinical exercise physiologists through the American College of Sports Medicine. Our intention is to really get that patient back into their normal daily life and improve.
Everything that I have done in this hospital, I feel more like a family than I did when I came in or anywhere else I've been.
Toma Health Cardiac Rehab, caring for our community.
The fact that Brad Schimmel supports the 1849 law terrifies me. When I was pregnant, I had complications, but because of the ban, doctors couldn't help me. Brad Schimmel has no idea what it's like to lay in a hospital bed, pregnant and dying. The 1849 law that Brad Schimmel supports almost killed me. Brad Schimmel is too extreme for the Supreme Court. When I'm done, cleaned up, and I take the customer down there, I go through it all with them and explain how the equipment operates, show them how the bypass operates, how to set the clock, how the unit actually backwashes, pulls brine, how a water softener actually works.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Most of us try to stay out of jail, but this birthday girl couldn't wait to get in. At 104, New York's Loretta finally crossed jail time off of her bucket list. Deputies played along, giving her the full experience from booking room to holding cell. And this centenarian's secret to staying free for over a century, she says, is minding her own business. Words of wisdom from their oldest ever inmate. And Nicole is back with a final weather check after the break.
The 27th annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. The proof is in the truth, and the truth is that the Board Store does offer higher quality at lower prices, as has been the case for the last 35 years. The 27th annual Early Bird Home Show, superior products, superior service at the lowest prices of the year. Bath or kitchen remodels, windows or doors, pergolas, patio covers, sunrooms, siding or gutters. Do it now. The 27th annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home. Well, gotta have heat, Einstein. Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used the local company. The Primary Colors, the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron.
Hey, putz.
Call GNC.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
We probably won't be breaking these record low high temperatures, but we're going to be close if we can reach those forecasted highs that we have today, or even stay a little bit below that. Then both La Crosse and Eau Claire will have the second coldest high temperatures for this date. So very cold out there, a chance to be nearing record lows again as we go into tonight and into Tuesday morning. But overall, won't be seeing any record breakers in the next few days, but it's still going to be very cold out there.
Yes.
So definitely want to bundle up.
Couple more days to get through.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for joining us. See you back here tonight.